Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to do a quick review of right triangle trigonometry, so sine, cosine, and tangent, in order to prepare for our second unit in precalculus. Okay, so to start off, right triangle trigonometry is something we learned in geometry, and you might remember SOH CAH TOA, which is a way to remember the different ways that we can write sine, cosine, and tangent of an angle in terms of the side lengths of the right triangle it's associated with. So on the left here, we have a right triangle with sides A, B, and C, and we have an angle theta right there. And we learned in geometry that we can write these trigonometric ratios where sine of theta is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse, which in this case is going to be B over C. So if we have values for B and C, we can find sine of theta by just taking B dividing by C. Similarly, for cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, which in this case, the adjacent sine is A, and the hypotenuse is C. Finally, tangent of theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So for theta, the opposite side is B, and the adjacent side is A, so B over A. Okay, so we can write sine, cosine, and tangent, and this is only for right triangles. So only for right triangles, we could write sine, cosine, and tangent in terms of these different side lengths. Let's take a look at a really quick example. So here we're 50 feet away from a building, and the angle we have to look up to see the top of the building is 70 degrees. We're being asked to find how tall this building is. Okay, so I drew a quick diagram on the left there. Theta is 70 degrees. We have a distance of 50, and we're trying to find h, the height. Here, what we can do is we are trying to find the opposite side, and we're given the adjacent side. So we can use tangent to help us out with opposite over adjacent. So tangent of 70 degrees is equal to opposite. So the opposite side is h over adjacent 50. Tangent of 70, when we plug that into a calculator, is going to give us a number. So to find h, we can just multiply both sides by 50. So 50 times tangent of 70. And then let me calculate that really quick. Okay, so we end up with 137.37 about feet high. And then that's our answer for how high the building is. One note is when I plug in tangent of 70, I made sure that my calculator was in degrees mode. So there's two different modes, radians and degrees. We'll talk about radians later on. For now, just make sure your calculator's in degrees mode. If you have a TI-30X, for examemple, there's a DRG button at the top. If you click that, you want to make sure that the degree on the left is highlighted. Okay, so that was a quick refresh on trig ratios, so sine, cosine, and tangent in terms of right triangles, so SOH CAH TOA.